Hello everybody, welcome to my channel, welcome back if you're a returning viewer, and welcome if you're new. This week we're going to be doing a tutorial on this eye look, which I wore last week and quite a few people said could I do a tutorial on it, so that's what I'm going to do. It's using the Sample Beauty Hydrographic palette and just a couple of other bits and bobs. So if you would like to see how to get this look, then please just keep on watching. Right, so as you can see, I've already primed my eye with a bit of concealer. Actually, I thought I'd try a bit of concealer instead of eye primer this time and just see how I get on with it. So the first thing we're going to do is find the black, and I'm using, I know I shouldn't really use more than one palette in a one palette tutorial, but there isn't a black in the Hydrographic, so I'm going to use the VE Cosmetics It's Only Magic palette because it's got a lovely black in there. And if I will find my brushes, just move this over a tad. There we go. So where's the black brush gone? There it is. We're going to start off with black just on the outer V, just to get a bit of depth. And it doesn't really matter what black you use, as long as you can get it nice and packed on. I mean, I was going to use an old MUA single that I had, but it turned out it was almost as old as I was, so perhaps not. So we'll get that there, and once you've got a nice corner going on, then we can start with the colours. And as I say, it's a Sample Beauty Hydrographic palette, which I was wearing last week, and more than one person asked me to do a tutorial on it. And if you're watching this on the day after Black Friday, I think it was on sale yesterday, so you might want to see if it still is. There's the colours. Absolutely gorgeous, as you can see. And I'm going to start with the matte purple, which is this one here, where my thumb is. And what I've done is on this eye I've used a different brush for each colour. So I'm using a flattish, not completely flat but not completely fluffy, to start the purple. And I'm just going to put it all over the black just to give it something to start with, and then tap just around the edges. And this is where you can decide how far out you want to go with it, how far down, how far round. I'm taking it about there at the moment. Got a fluffy I've got a fluffy brush for blending it as well. And I learnt a tip from watching all the makeup girls that if you're blending, you hold the brush right down the end, and that way the blending action works a lot more successfully. Probably something to do with physics, I don't know. Right, so the next one in the palette is the dark blue. I think I'll point with a long nail, which is that one. which is called Atlantis. Oh, the first purple one is called Anemone, and the dark blue one is called Atlantis. So I'm just going in with a flattish brush here and just starting it off, and then going in with the next matte blue, which is called Dory, which is this, where are you, there you are, which is this lovely blue here. And I'm just sort of going over it, but not, just taking the edges of it with this blue, and then blending that, and then going in with the lighter blue, which is called Tidal, and then blending that. This is really just to get a sense of the colours. First of all, I'm going back with a bit of purple because it looks like it's gone a bit patchy there, so I'm going back with the purple, and then I'll go back with the Dory colour, and then I'll blend it again a bit more around the edge. So now what we're going to do is start going into the greens, and there's three green colours, one called, they're all matte, one called Lagoon, this one here is called Plankton, and this green one here is called Phyto, which goes with plankton because, as I'm sure you know, there is something called phytoplankton, which I think whales eat. Could be wrong, let me know. So we'll go around here with this darker lagoon green, and then put the plankton on top of it. I'll just blow the fallout off my nose. And as I've been going along, what I should have been doing, as those amongst you who are paying attention will be shouting at the screen, is I should have been using the same colour on my lower lash line. As on my upper lid, so I'll just do that very quickly, and then I'll go back round and blend it in a minute. So we've got all these colours just starting to take shape, and what you can do is just go in and out, see how you like the blend, is it coming together as you wanted it. And these colours are just so gorgeous that it doesn't really matter what you do with them, because they're all lovely and they all look beautiful, and you will look like some sort of fantastical underwater peacock, I think, if you use these colours. So we just do a bit more blending. Let's turn the, oh, there we go, look. I can see it now, it's not on magnifying, and we'll blend a bit down there. And then this is where I bring in the Beauty Bay Pastels palette, and this has got these colours in it, so I'm going to use the purpley colour just to smush out the edges of the purple. And just, I mean, you can keep blending these things until the cows come home. You can't, you know, you can't go wrong doing more blending. And then I'll take the green, and then there's a nice pale green, and then we will do the lid. Now, where is it? Here we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use two products here. One is the Witchcraft VE Cosmetics Witchcraft Alchemy Single in Sulphur, and that is, if I can open it, there we go, that is that beautiful sort of duochromy, sort of purpley bluey sort of colour. And I'm just going to lightly put down, just doesn't really matter what colour it is underneath, just something to give it something to go on. And I've got my Barry M Glitter Fix Gel, and luckily I broke a nail in the week, so I can use my fingertip, whoops, not quite that much, I can use my fingertip just to put a little dab on, because sometimes these shadows do appreciate getting stuck with something, and we will need it for the product after this as well. So we go in with a very small flat brush. This is, what is this? Oh, this is a Jessup brush. I mean, I'm not a great one for expensive brushes. I've got some lovely Zoeva brushes actually that I treated myself to a while ago, and they're very good, but these Jessup ones that you get on Amazon are absolutely fine, nothing wrong with them at all. So I'm putting this nice duochromy shimmery colour on most of the lid. There we go, it's coming together, and it's got a lovely sort of blue purple reflect shift thing going on. I might put a little bit down there, and then the piece of resistance, you'll know if you've seen any of my other videos about this. It's by Pastel Roses. You can buy it on Titmouse Cosmetics, and this is a colour called Peacock, and I am absolutely on the edge of the sofa because I've got 3 more colours coming in the post shortly. I did take advantage of the Black Friday sale on Titmouse Cosmetics and got myself another 3 to come. So I'm just putting a little bit more glitter sticky gel, and you'll see why, because these are flakes. They're so beautiful. There, look at that. How lovely. So these are called Peacock, as I say. They've got green, they've got pink. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, I'm in heaven, look at that. Utterly, utterly heavenly. Heavenly. If angels wear eye makeup, then I'm imagining this is what they wear. And now we can just soften the edges just slightly round here, and we'll go in with the final colour, which is by Helen E. It's a neon pigment. I don't think it's got a name, this colour. I think it's just green. I bought some of these recently. I bought purple one, this one, and a pink one for mixing and making lines and drawing with, and oh, they're great. And you get so much in the tub as well. It's really very good indeed. So we're just going to put some of this here. I'll turn it over to magnifying again. And look away now if you think this is disgusting. Okay, there we go. Obviously you can use mixing liquid or not, as you fancy. You can use a little bit of, I'm sure you could use primer water actually, but look at that colour. That is just tremendous, absolutely tremendous, and it gives a real pop to the inner corner. Right, so we'll put that away. The next thing we're going to do is just put a teeny weeny little bit of eyeliner. I mean, ridiculously small amount, because I want this eye look to be about the colour and not about wings and effects and that sort of thing. So just the teeniest weeniest bit there and there. And this is my mini KVD Vegan Beauty tattoo liner. Very, very useful, very, very black. So that's there. And we're going to put some mascara on. So I've got a nice new Lash Princess by Essence, and I have bent the wand slightly just to give it a little lift. I did curl my eyelashes earlier, but of course they've gone back down to being flat as you like, but that doesn't matter. This Lash Princess is so black and so good. I mean, when I didn't have eyelashes when I was ill, I was like, will they ever come back? They did. They didn't come back huge or anything. I mean, not as big as they were before, but they're there. And this is why we have false eyelashes, to assist us. So what I'm going to do now is a bit of fallout of my nose. What I'm going to do now is make sure it's marginally symmetrical, which I think it is. Yeah, go with that. What I'm going to do now is go away and put my other lash on, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to film a how to do a false lash application video, because a few people have asked for one of those, but I'll put it separately because obviously not everyone who wants to watch this eye look will want to know about applying false eyelashes. So I'll be back momentarily to do a lip. So lip then, I'm using one of these MUA Intense Colour lip liners because they are huge. They're like under £2 and they're very good. So I'm going to line my lip just really to help the lipstick. There we are. And to stop it going over the edges. And it gives you a chance, if you do want to overline. And queen of overlining, my lovely chum Mamie Hades, who has a channel on YouTube. I urge you to check her out. Her lips are, well, they're to die for. Yes, she's adorable. Highly recommend. She's not a makeup guru or anything like that. She's just a lovely gothy person that does things. So what we've got here is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Havana. Not the metallic one, just the soft matte. And you'll see why we're not using the metallic one in a moment. I'm very fond of these NYX ones because they're extremely affordable. Bit of dry skin. Right, so you may think that's a terrifically boring lip, but no. I have here, and I can't promise that they still do these, but it's by a brand called Model's Own, and I can't even promise that that still exists, but they did these lip kits a number of years ago. I've got two. I've got this one and I've got a pinky purple one, but I think you're going to enjoy this one. So what you get is a little tube of glitter setting gel. Yes. So a bit like eye glitter setting gel, but purely for your lips. You also get a double-ended applicator. One end is a spongy doodah and one end's a brush, and you get a little pot of glitter, and I like to use the little spongy end for this. How lovely is that? And you may be thinking, well, I've got glitter, I've got glue, why can't I do that ordinarily for my lips? And I will tell you. The reason is because once this is dried down and set, it's there. You can have lunch, you can drink coffee, you can kiss people. Obviously not at the moment because we're all in lockdown, unless you're in a bubble with somebody, a household, a significant something. Anyway, so once it's dried down, it doesn't come off. And you can put it over any colour lipstick. It looks fabulous over black, actually. And yeah, watch this. So here's my hand. Nothing. That's eyeshadow. Nothing. See, is that not the greatest thing you ever saw? Anyway, I love it. I hope you'll have a go at trying out this look. If you haven't got the Hydrographic palette, obviously just use what you've got. So it's basically black, purple, a couple of blues, a couple of greens, bit of see, I can't even say it, chartreuse, however you want to say it, I put a tiny little star here and just keep blending. So thanks very much for watching, everybody. I really hope you've enjoyed this, especially the people that asked for me to do it. I do hope you're tuning in. Please stay well, please stay safe, and above all, please stay strange. See you next time, everybody. Bye.